Words really matter because it's how we communicate.
Monet Roberts is the director of the LGBTQIA Resource Center at UC Davis.
Our center exists essentially to make sure that our LGBTQIA scholars and also staff and faculty feel included on campus.
Roberts works with other students to help educate the public about LGBTQIA+ issues, people, and communities. That includes the proper use of pronouns and terms for self-identification.
It honestly boils down to language and understanding what these definitions mean.
The LGBTQIA+ language is extensive and ever-changing. Well, since the early 2000s, the center has been offering a glossary to promote diversity, inclusivity, and equality.
If we're going to be inclusive, we have to learn how to communicate with one another.
A recent Gallup poll finds an estimated 5.6% of Americans identify as LGBTQ. That's up from 4.5% in 2017. The last year polling on the subject was conducted by the organization. About 54% identify as bisexual, 24% as gay, 11% as lesbian or transgender, and 3% say they use another term to describe their identity.
Identity within the community is varied. We don't necessarily all identify in the same way.
Some common terms people use to self-identify are lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer or questioning, intersex, and asexual. Other terms include cisgender, gender nonconforming, non-binary, or genderqueer. People attracted to any gender may choose other words to describe their sexual orientation, such as pansexual, polysexual, omnisexual, fluid, and more. Others may avoid using any label at all.
To use language that groups use to talk about themselves is a way of respecting people's identities.
Dr. Tristan Josephson is an associate professor in the Department of Women's and Gender Studies at Sacramento State. He's also the creator of the university's LGBTQ Studies program.
LGBTQI+, right, is an umbrella term that represents a lot of distinct identities and categories of people, but it also represents historical struggle and tensions within those communities about what issues are important, who is included, who is excluded.
According to the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, words used to talk about LGBT people or issues can have a powerful impact on conversations. The organization says the right words can help open people's hearts and minds, while others can create distance or confusion.
Words are important because they're a way of signifying respect, recognition, and dignity to groups of people. Terms like transvestite, I think, is outdated. It has historically been used to talk about trans folks who cross-dress.
Homosexual is more of a scientific term, and it erases someone's humanity, whereas gay, lesbian, bisexual came from the community.
When referring to LGBT people, GLAAD says other offensive phrases are biologically male or female and born a man or woman. The preferred word choices are assigned male at birth or assigned female at birth.
If someone were to say, I was assigned female, that is more accurate. When we're babies, we essentially are taking the world in, and it isn't until we start to grow and get older that we can say, this is what I was assigned, but this is how I identify, and this is how you should refer to me.
Sometimes folks who aren't part of LGBTQ communities think oh, this is too much trouble, pronouns, or trying to think of the right words to use for folks, but it's actually about meeting people where they are and giving them kind of respect.
Beyond education, there needs to be a culture change. We are social creatures meant to live with one another, and if we're gonna live together, we have to start respecting each other.